Compassion is the key to solving all kinds of stalemates. After all, nothing is too difficult to resolve if you have the will. Compassion gives us both the will and the solution.
Today, I'm going to talk about how compassion can help end the current stalemate and division over trans issues. I think the biggest problem we have right now is that people on both extremes of the trans discourse aren't actually thinking about the issues from a compassionate angle. A better way to approach trans issues would be to start from a place of compassion for trans people, as well as for other concerned stakeholders, and to find ways that would accommodate the needs and concerns of everyone. Firstly, what do trans people need in order to live fulfilling lives? Reasonable accommodation measures like anti-discrimination provisions so that they have a job and have a place to live in. The ability to access transition healthcare to alleviate gender dysphoria. The freedom to express their gender identity, some form of legal recognition and protection, so that culture war politicians can't just decide to take away their rights to score political points. Things like that. These things can actually be achieved under the existing political and cultural framework, and don't require radical changes to the status quo. Importantly, they don't impinge on free speech. On the other hand, trans people have to be compassionate towards others' concerns. I agree that we don't need to respect blatantly anti-trans and fascistic views. However, concerns about the erosion of language around motherhood, fairness in sports, and teenagers making irreversible decisions they may regret later are a completely different matter. These concerns all arise from a place of compassion to some extent. If we just brush them aside as transphobic, we would not be compassionate enough to them. My fellow trans people, I'm not saying that you need to agree with what these people are saying or the solutions they propose. I'm just saying that you need to treat their concerns with respect and empathy, rather than shout you're transphobic at every turn. I strongly believe in compassion being a two-way street. I hope society is compassionate enough towards the trans community to help us get the things we need. And in return, I practice compassion towards those with concerns about certain trans activist agendas too. This way, I hope we can get some common ground and get to negotiate practical compromises that will address all of our concerns.